What will we find? What will we see? What shape will it be in? What will it be? Would you like to see what shapes do, how shapes talk, how numbers talk, how words talk? Just think of this. What I'm going to say right now that has nothing to do with the subject at hand, that in 50 years from now, if you're 30 and you're watching this, you're going to be an old freaking man in 50 years, 80, sitting behind and say, "Oi, Boychik, I've heard and seen all this before." But at 30 years old, here is the spade of the matter. Here is the heart of the matter. How you hold it. Here is the V, right? That once you run through this V, you cut yourself off and the bag gets locked. What I'm going to talk about right now is 3 and E. On one side, you see it's a 3. On the other side, you see it's an E. Here you see it as a diamond. I hold it this way, it's 4 squares. I add on the sailboat on top, right? I can lock it and I can make it this way. You see the spade this way? It's telling you 2 stories. This way is telling you 1 story. This way is telling you another story. I can keep putting lines on and keep telling stories according to shapes, okay? I did 5-pin bowling. I've done 10-pin bowling. I want to come back and speak more. I'm working on pi right now. I've turned all the 147 in pi. I turned all 147s into 3s. I turned all 258s, okay, into 6s. Now I'm going to take all 369s and put them all into 9s. So what was once 147 is now going to be 3s, 333. What was once 258 will now be 666. And what was once 369 will all be 999. But 3 will be the 9 birth. 6 will become 18, the letter R, and the encompassing of the center heart. And what is 9 will become 27, when a big red sun, and I believe this is the energy that goes within us. 3, 6, and 9. 7 becomes 21, 2 and 1, 3. 4 becomes 12, 12, 21, which is in fact a numeric value that will create Christ, that will create time, that will create the connecting moons, that will connect 1776, in which 1776 will create the liberty through the numeric values. Because how do you get 7 and 6? The star, okay, is an X and a plus coming together, which is a multiply and an addition. 1 times 6, 1 plus 6 will eventually create 7 and 6. When you multiply it and you add it, it becomes 13 and becomes 42. When you take the 13 from 42, it becomes the Venus birth, the 29th day of February, the one that comes every 4 years, because it's 1 quarter. 1 quarter, 25, the 25 that becomes the 1 quarter, and in French it means the body. In time, 1 quarter is 15 seconds, and that becomes Mars. 1551. That 1551, in addition of Christ 77 and Jesus 74, equals 1551. But if you add them together, 7 and 7 is 14. Your DNA, 1 and 4 equals to 5. If you add 7 and 4 together, it becomes 11. 1 and 1 is 2. It becomes 52. And it says the heart of earth, Jesus Christ, the heart of earth, passage in the moon through Mars, in through the body of the quarterback. Let's call it the quarterback sack. I just want to say it that way. That's all I do. It's time to go to shul, to synagogue. I don't want to do it too long. There's neighbors in the house. I don't know what they're going to say. There's all kinds of numbers. Everybody's doing their own thing. How we're going to come together, how we're going to get out of this. Can we actually get out of this at all? Are we trapped in this world and the only way out is death because the only way is a duplication? The duplication of signs that brought us in here, shapes, duplicating shapes, numeric values of 61, which is church 61. Church I also call 38. There's just so many numbers saying so many things, and I can sit here for a long time pondering and trying to get across from you what these numbers are and why only in basic value through their letter count. Now, what I also like about this is that if we sat here and the Spanish said, I'm going to use the ABC, and the Italian said, I'm going to use the ABC, and the French said, I'm going to use the ABC, and the English said, I'm going to use the ABC, and for all those for those nationalities that use the ABC, that's one grouping. When you say cat in a hat, the French will say where it's at because they can't pronounce or they won't pronounce the H. In Volkswagen, Beetle, the V and the B is exchanged in French. Is exchanged. Another thing is to create a square. I just want to see if I can do this right now. Let's see if I got this right. I hear my son outside, so I think I'm going to have to go. Let's end this video. Raphael 72 Rough File. Thank you for watching this video.